Hello everybody and welcome to Jim Games. Yes folks, this is old footage in the background, so don't worry, it's not a video about that. Right, so this is a video about what needs to change in No Man's Sky. You may be a new player in the game and you may think, oh, nothing needs to change, it's fantastic. But listen, when you've been in the game for a long time like I have, you see cracks appearing. Now a lot of people seem to do. And for example, the biggest crack of them all was Waypoint, but I've harped on long enough about that, and only one person can't change the game. Many people can, okay. Anyway, beside the point, let's get on with the video. Right, okay, the video. What needs to change in No Man's Sky? Well, I think the delivery of updates needs to change, definitely. Right, sack the emoji. Get rid of this emoji that Sean's doing. That promotes loads and loads of hype. Unwanted hype in the game. Massive amounts of hype. And what that does, it spoils the game. And can you see what happened with Waypoint? Yeah? 4.0? Do you remember that? I'm harping on about it again. Yep. People don't learn. And speculation's good when it's warranted, when there's evidence. But when there's no evidence and people are guessing, right, it gets people's hopes up and they leave. Guess what happened with Waypoint? Yeah. So, he needs to sack this emoji straight away. Get another delivery system which gets everybody involved with the update, right? Just announce an update on Twitter, Sean. That's all you need to do. Just say, this update is coming out. Go visit the website. Simple as that. Right folks, next bit, bugs. Yes, bugs. We have every time we get an update, there's a bug or a new one or several hundred bugs or whatever they are, right? And what happens is they don't patch them all, right? So they all keep moving on to the next update, right? And the next update comes out and there's even more bugs that's on top of the bugs we've got already, right? And they all don't ever seem to get patched, right? Or why don't they just create a massive patch and just patch all these bugs out, right? Just go through it, make one update in the year where they do all the bugs, right? Everything, just make the game perfectly bug free, right? The community would love that, okay? Content creators on YouTube probably wouldn't because they'd want the views, but a bug free update, right? To get rid of all the bugs from all the other updates, because they just tend to overlap each other all the time, these bugs, right? And it's one of the most buggiest games I've ever played. Right, okay, let's get on to the next one. Right folks, more long-term gameplay. Yes, in No Man's Sky it is known that you get to at least 300 hours of gameplay. It gets boring, okay? You've done everything. Nothing else seems to change. It just becomes a procedural generated boringness. Okay, you've made your bases, your million bases, and what you've done is you've done this, you've done that, you've worn the t-shirt, but there's nothing else to do. So what do? Just wander around in space like a lonely nomad? Yeah? And that's what seems to happen with No Man's Sky, right? New players might think there's loads to do in the game. But trust me, once you get in the game for a long time, there's nothing to do. So all you do is look forward to updates, right? Which are buggy as hell. So there needs to be something in the game, right, that keeps people going for longer periods of time. The expeditions do it, but they rerun them, right? So they get boring as well. So what next? Anyway, on to the next one. Right. Prizes in the expeditions. Yes, they are trash. They are trash. The only good prize we really had in the expeditions was the Golden Vector, right? It was a ship, okay? We haven't had one since. They need to change these, make these prizes better, make it worth doing the expeditions. You know what I mean? Even if they're boring, at least it gets people playing. If they get a good prize at the end, you know, it just seems to be cosmetic or, oh, nonsense, right? Up at 1,000,000 Quicksilver, that'll do. Anyway, folks, on to the next one. Right, folks, next one, right? the update should be not, delivered on PC before any other system. They should wait for the licensing to come through, right? The Hello Games are very PC centric. They are, and what they should do is the update should download onto every platform at the same time, right? They should wait until it's ready for console, right, at the same time as PC. They seem to favour PC players over console players a lot of the time. It's to do with licensing, I know, but why can't they wait until everything's perfectly fine on all platforms, then release the update? Okay, they never do that. It's always PC first, right? Anyway, folks, that's it for the video. Okay, if you've got any more suggestions how No Man's Sky can be better, how it needs to change, please leave your comments below. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do. I really appreciate it. And I shall see you all in the next video. Chatty bye.